Here we are, Brunch with Brian. And today we are going to talk about organizing. And summertime is sometimes a good time to start to organize things for your files in your life and get organized because sometimes we have a little extra time in the summer. Uh, Sometimes we have less time. It sort of depends on your kid situation. Sometimes you have kids at home or some issue, but if you find yourself with more time on in the summer or a couple hours a week, this is something that should really, by all rights be incorporated into your regular schedule. And that's getting organized. It's organizing your things. So I have a big old file drawer here, as you can see, and it has all kinds of files in it. So obviously we all have paperwork in our lives. And if you're doing real estate, you got, a fair amount of paperwork with your real estate business and with your training. So there's two kinds of paperwork in real estate. There's the functional paperwork, the actual paperwork that makes it happen, your purchase and sale agreement, your authorization to release information and all that stuff. Use, right, Willow? And so come here, baby. Come on. And then you have your paperwork that's your training paperwork, forms that are helpful. For instance, you should have in your files, you should have a file of opening calls, just the opening call forms. So I have about 20 FSBO scripts in there. These are all opening calls. So have FSBO opening call scripts, landlord opening call scripts, property manager opening call scripts, and listing realtor opening call scripts. Now you could have them all in one hanging file folder, separated by other file folders like this one. So you got these other little ones here, right? So this is Indiana properties. So you've got this, you've got different filing stuff, you've got, all kind of different stuff here. So when you're doing your properties, you are going to have, now I've got a file here and then we have another file at the office. So sometimes you got two sets of files, but it's important to keep your paperwork kind of organized, or else your desk turns into a disaster area. And it's amazing how much paperwork that you accumulate over the course of years. So if you have boxes of paperwork like I do here, and files like this, let's start getting them organized. Sometimes if you get them organized, just the act of getting them organized gives you a good launch pad and makes you feel motivated, makes you feel like you're on top of it, like you're in control, you know where everything is. So that's always great. You should obviously have a whole bunch of files for your real estate and purchase and sale agreements and everything like that. And then you'll have files for every one of your deals. Every deal you do will be a file. Now, this is more like my life files and training files and all that. We have our deal file in a whole different place. Okay, that's in the office. So some of the sample files that you will undoubtedly have is one should be health. Okay, we all live in human bodies and human bodies break down. So we're all going to have health issues. So it's good to keep track. I have some problems with my eyes. And I have, let's see, that's mainly my biggest thing. I have eye problems. And out in Arizona here, we play a lot of pickleball and things outside. So you got to get your skin checked regularly. So those are the two doctor appointments I go on the most. I actually haven't had a regular physical in a little bit. So I'm going to have to get that done soon. And you can look in your health file and you should have some kind of health or medical file. Now, if you've got some ailments, that's going to be a pretty thick file, but you got to keep track of all this stuff to keep track of your health. Okay, so that's one that you'll have. You'll probably have a whole bunch of stuff on real estate training. You'll have some stuff with your home. Like I have a whole file on our house, different systems. There's so many different systems in your house. Stuff breaks down, you fix stuff, you get new stuff. It comes with manuals, it comes with warranties. So somewhere you got to have a file with all that home stuff. Okay, so now if when I'm saying this stuff, if you go, oh my gosh, I've got all my home stuff is in 10 different places. Well, that's why it's a good time to get organized. Really, you just need a couple of file. Now, this is like a file box. This is pretty, you can buy a file box like this. And, these are hanging files that you can keep in there. So this is a pretty, it's a pretty good system. You can move the boxes anywhere you want. You can stack them on top of each other, so that's a good system. Then also, obviously, a filing cabinet. Now, this file comes out of a filing cabinet, and it's going to go back in the filing cabinet. But it's good to organize. I can pull it out of the file cabinet. I can load up stuff because I'm going through paperwork right now. So I'm going through some paperwork that, I just hit 2011. So it's been a while since I've really processed a bunch of this paperwork. And, you just got to think, what are you going to leave your kids? What kind of mess of paperwork are you going to leave your kids? I realize I've got boxes of paperwork. So I want you guys to go through your stuff and kind of know what you have. Another sort of thing that's propelling me is that I've got boxes out in the garage, and some of that stuff might be kind of sensitive to heat. And now it's getting really hot. So I want to kind of go through the boxes and make sure I got nothing out there that's going to get burnt up in the heat. All right, so let's get organized to, get your filing system, some kind of filing system somewhere. You need one box like this or some kind of filing cabinet with a couple drawers in it like this. But you're going to have stuff in your life, like I said, health, and then the kids. If you got kids, each kid has a file. Each kid has schoolwork that you want to save, if you're sentimental. And then they've got health stuff too. You've got your kid health stuff. That's important to keep track of. So, and then your financial stuff. So you're going to have some kind of a file of mortgage paperwork on your house. Obviously your bank account, depending on what you keep track of there in terms of your checking account. And then, like I said, you have a whole nother box like this or like this for your real estate investing. And I have a whole process for that. Now, if you have our what to say and what to do system, I'm really glad I thought of this because there's a whole organizing system in there called the automation and organization system. And definitely go and check that out. You maybe don't even realize what you got in there. But if you go in there in the what to say and what to do in the bonuses, the automation and organization system's in there, and it's really powerful. It tells you exactly how to organize all your files. It tells you how to organize all your deals, and it's really amazing. So check that out. Open that up. Automation and organization checklist. Good to see everybody here today. Hi, everybody. Quick. Okay. So good to see you. Yes. We just made your day. That's great. Okay. So always good to see you guys here. Hey, everybody. All right. Tony. Yeah. Okay. Who do we got here? Everybody's moving around. Tony and Angela. Oh, yeah. Quick start daily guide. That's awesome. Now, guys, go to your what to do system. That will help you organize too from the get-go. And there is a quick start daily guide. It's like a 30 days, your first 30 days. And that's all laid out in your what to do manual. So that's really important to get organized, stay organized. But now go and open up that would be a really good thing to do today. So go to your ourwolfpack.com, put your code in there, go to the what to say and what to do system, go to the folder that says the automation and organization system. And it tells you exactly how to organize your files. And it's really powerful. So check that out. So I love being organized. I love being organized. That's going to be our affirmation for today. I love being organized. We always say it 3 times on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I love being organized. I love being organized. I love being organized. Yes. So let's get organized today. Take a little bit of time over maybe this next week. Maybe this whole next week would be a good week to do a little bit of organizing. Keep doing your real estate, but also sometimes the organization process helps you kind of clear the decks and think more clearly about your goals and what you're accomplishing in real estate. Okay, let's start deep breathing. Nice deep breath in. Always a big smile. That feels so good. Oh, it always feels great to take a deep breath. Sometimes you forget how big your lungs are. And one more deep breath. Hold it a little bit and yes, empowering. All right, so guys, awesome day. Let's get organized today. We're gonna have a great week, and keep me up to date on everything that's going on. I love hearing from you. You can always send me an email at support@thewolfcouple.com. If you want to make sure I get it, just because obviously there's a lot of folks in the organization, put "for Brian" in caps in the subject line, and that way I'll make sure I read it. So awesome to see you guys, all my brunchers this morning. Let's keep coming all week, and even if you can't make it live, it's always great to see you coming back and making comments after I go. So great to see everybody. Lynette, oh, you always have lots of good emojis. Good to see you. It's good to see everybody. Hey, Terry, awesome to see you. Good to see everybody. All right, so get organized this week, and until I see you tomorrow, keep doing what, guys? Expecting success. That's Brian's motto. Always expect success. Gets you in the right mindset going into any task. Expect success. Get the best training so you can really expect success because you know what you're doing. You know the steps and the scripts. And Lynette's motto is take action. So I will see you guys tomorrow. It's always great spending time with you. And tell me tales of your great organization tomorrow.